Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Montana Northern. We got a little things to go over since the last video. One being, I am going to paint the fascia today. We're going to get all this painted and I'll show you what it looks like at the end of the video. And I've also been working on some scenery stuff, so we're going to head down here and show you what I've been up to. So as you can tell, I've started the process of the mountain, and it's coming along slowly, surely. I've got a long way to go, but I'm making some progress. I got the rock molds in and working around that, starting some scenery, and then I need about, I'm guessing, 300 trees to go on the mountain. So I'm working on that process as well. But I've got some glue drying, so I've got to move on to other things, and that's why I thought I would work on the fascia. Okay, so I've also been working on this area. Now, at one point, I was going to make this the storage area for the snowplow, but I have decided that I'm just going to make this a kind of like a trans unloading team track type thing. Where, you know, industries that don't have access to rail can come in and load and unload cars, whether it be tank cars or covered hoppers or lumber, whatever the case may be. So that's what we're going to make this area into. Now I've also, so I can move this here, I also installed a light in the building here just to add some realism. So I've got that going in. I've added some shrubbery. I've still got a long way to go. Started adding some trees. Added a muddy road that will go along the side of the track here. And yeah, just been kind of busy in this area. But like I said, I've got so much glue drying. I've got to move on to other things. So I thought today I would paint the fascia. I'm sick of looking at the brown, so it's time to change it. Now, I am going to change this to black. And the reason I'm choosing black is, like my previous Nashville and Eastern layout, I think the black takes your eye away and focuses it more on the model. So I've seen other people use green and brown, and they look great on their layouts, but it's just not for me. I want your eye to be focused on the layout. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to get this painted, and I'm not going to show that because it's, you know, who wants to watch paint dry? But yeah, I'll get this painted, and we'll grab the camera and I'll show you the difference. All right, the backdrop is complete. Thanks to the power of the pause button, I was able to get 2 coats of the black semi-gloss down. And what a difference. As you can tell now, your eyes go straight to the bright area, and the brown monstrosity fascia is no longer distracting you. So that's why I paint my fascia black. I just don't want you paying attention to that. It's all about the model. So it is complete. And what a difference. So before, you had the brown at the bottom, and it's kind of like photography or painting. They tend to darken what they don't want you to focus on, which is why a lot of photographers use the vignette. It darkens the edges and kind of pulls your eye to the center. So that's why I decided to go with black, because I don't care nothing about the fascia. It's just for decoration. But yeah, this is just black semi-gloss, and I rolled it on with 2 coats, And we are good to go. And also the good thing about black is it hides scuff marks, imperfections. There's about 3 different joints of backdrop down through there, but you don't know where they're at. So that's the other reason. But hopefully, when you get to your backdrop or your fascia, if you're having some questions about this, hopefully that'll answer them. There again, that's why I just don't go with brown or green or olive. It's just, it takes too much distraction off what you're trying to show people. I was also able to get my rocks painted. I used probably 4 or 5 different colors, and I used my Vetero alcohol washes on the whole thing. Now I take that back. My first coat I put down was just slate gray, just to give it some color. And then I just started using alcohol washes. And I've still got to do one more coat on this one while it's a little bit lighter. But yeah, these are pretty much done as far as color wise. Now I've still got to add, mudding at the bottom. All kinds of scenery at the top. I've got a ton of trees I've got to add. Just told the wife I need about 300, and she gave me the look like she was ready to kill me. But it's going to come along. But like I said, I've been working on this area. And then my next area, this will begin where the snow is coming out. And so this here, I'm going to use, this is from Chooch Industries. And I'm going to use this retaining wall here and basically just use that to keep, like they was trying to keep the dirt back from washing down into the creek. And then this side here will be rock all the way around. But this will start snow when you come out of the tunnel here. So I bought a couple of things from Fusion Scale Hobbies down in Chattanooga. Let me put the camera down and I'll show you what that was. So I bought 4 of these AK diorama modeling supplies, and I got snow sprinkles, wet ground, muddy ground, and light earth. So I'm going to play around with these. The wet ground I've already used. I made a muddy road, and so far so good. Once it gets scenery on it, I'll show you that. I also bought some of this AK blooming yellow shrub. And I got the same thing, but I got the autumn yellow. So I'm going to mix these 2 colors here. And that was pretty much it. That was my haul from Fusion Scale, just scenery stuff. Okay, I was also going to go over this. So I found these Hecky trees. And I bought 2 different colors just to get some variation. And I'm going to tell you, I think they suck. I'm sorry. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I don't really mean suck. They're just not realistic. They're really, if I can get one of these out here. They're really plasticky and they're just not. I mean, I guess they're okay for certain, I don't know. I don't like them. It is what it is. So I'm going to put one here. Let me put one here and I'll show you the difference. As you can tell, it just looks fat and plasticky. Just not a fan. These trees here are really nice. And these are from Moose Creek Model Trees on Etsy. And these are just fantastic trees. However, they're quite pricey. And I need about 300 or 400 of these. Just for the mountain alone. That's not including everything else. So I came up with a solution. Let me set the camera down and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this tree here is a Hecky tree. As you can see here, same tree. So what I discovered I could do was I could take those trees here, spray them with cheap white rain or just the cheapest hairspray you could think of, because the cheaper, the stickier. So find some really cheap hairspray, spray them with hairspray, and then I just cover them with this fine turf here. And while they're still not fantastic, they do look a lot more realistic as far as color. And then what I figured I could do is just put these in the background. And I could probably use 75% of these trees that are dirt cheap and put the real nice ones up front, and nobody will ever know. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So little drastic color change. I just placed these in there just temporarily right now, just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to leave, you can tell the ones that are hecky trees, they're the lighter green there. But if it was a forest, you would never be able to tell once I mix and do 3 or 4 different colors and mix them in there, you'll never be able to tell those are hecky trees. I know some of you out there are going like, yeah, I know, but you know, it's good enough for me, especially for background. Like I said, making 300 or 400 trees is just, it's over the top. So I found, like I said, I can just use these in the background and place the real nice ones up front. But I think that's going to do it for this video, guys. It was another short and sweet, but I wanted to get this fascia painted, and as you can tell, man, it makes the whole scenery just come to life. I know I've rambled on about it, but man, I'm gonna tell you what, a painted fascia, in my opinion, black, it takes the layout to another level. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's been a while since I posted one. It's probably been a couple of weeks. I've been working on, what have I been working on? Oh, I've been working on photography. So I'm a photographer on the side, and I enjoy photographing wildlife. I love going to Montana and photographing grizzly bears. So I am going to start setting up my cameras to do some professional style photos on my layout, everything that I've done so far. And I may do a montage video at some point on that, but to see them, you'll have to follow me on Facebook, on my Montana Northern Facebook page. And you'll be able to see the photos there. But I guess that's going to do it. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Make sure and always hit that like button and leave me a comment. Super helps the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, just hit that button and hit the bell. I'm kind of new to this whole YouTube thing. I just found out if you hit that bell, it'll let you know if a video pops up that I made. So, but that's going to do it. Thanks again for tuning in, guys, and hopefully we'll see you in a few days.